This conference will now be recorded.
So welcome, good morning. Today we begin our SAP DataSphere course. The primary goal in this course, SAP DataSphere course, is to empower you successfully implement SAP DataSphere projects based on SAP delivered content. So SAP DataSphere got some delivered content. Based on that, we will understand how to install the delivered content and how to implement SAP DataSphere projects. So when you have delivered content, it's the starting point for you to implement a DataSphere project. So after this course, you can successfully implement one DataSphere project. Today, my plan is to review entire course content, what we are going to cover. So what business content we are going to activate and cover, and what are the uh, exercises we are going to perform uh, to execute all the functionalities. So as you know, to explain what is a data sphere in a simpler term, SAP data sphere help businesses, whatever business, it may be manufacturing, it may be oil and gas, right? So it helps them to bring all their data together. They might have SAP, they might have non-SAP. So DataSphere helps bring their data together, organize it, and make it useful for analysis and decision making. So let's understand SAP DataSphere architecture. If you look at this screenshot, the DataSphere architecture combines data database core functionalities. These are database core functionalities where modeling, catalog, marketplace, semantic onboarding, all these functionalities part of basically uh, database more functional, I mean core functionalities. Classical modeling aspects when I say like local tables, report tables, all those things it use. SAP DataSphere architecture uses core functionality plus classic modeling aspects, and it can access data from different applications like SAP applications, external sources, and also DataSphere. If you see here, SAP Analytics Cloud, external consumption. So SAP DataSphere data access as a source. So it acts as a source for the SAP Analytics Cloud, SAC, which is recommended reporting solution. So in this course, we are going to cover these particular aspects. So database core functionality, DataSphere core functionality we are going to cover. So here if you see data and business modeling, self-service basically, it's business modeling. We have something called business builder in DataSphere. It's a self-service modeling tool. It uses graphical low code or no code tool. Business builder is graphical low code or no code tool which supports self-service modeling needs for business users. Business users can create dimensions, facts, consumption models. Business users, I'm talking about business users. So business builder, which is used by business users to model their needs, business needs, because they know the business well. This business builder is multi-dimensional modeling with powerful analytical capabilities. And business builder, when you create a dimension, so you can preview the data. When you create a consumption model, you can preview the data. You can, when you create a fact, you can preview the data. So built-in data preview is available here. And then data builder, which is for consultants. The data builder also uses graphical low code or no code tools. And it also, data builder has powerful built-in SQL. It includes data builder, includes data flow editors for modeling, transformation, replications. You can enrich existing data or whatever data coming from data marketplace or CSVs or third party sources. You can enrich the data. And you have something called a data marketplace. Data marketplace fully integrated with this SAP DataSphere. It is tailored for businesses to easily integrate third party data. So from third party, so I want shipment data, I want indexing data, I want pricing data. So third party, I can get the data, and I can it's sometimes it is you have to pay some amount, sometimes it's free from the third party. It depends on the third party sales. You can search and purchase analytical data from these data providers which are listed under data marketplace. So the data in the marketplace comes as data products. You might have heard this word data products. It's a data product is a structured data set which stores metadata, master data, transaction data all together in one place. That is what data product. So those data products, whatever we buy or we get it from the data marketplace, even we can use in our spaces. SAP DataSphere uses spaces. So in the spaces, we can use that data products. So then you have space management. Here we are going to discuss space management. So we all know like HR. So for example, HR data, which is very confidential, finance data, procurement data, permissions, permissions in the sense data access controls. To provide secure modeling environments for different departments and use cases, we centrally create and provision these particular spaces. We will allocate disk space, memory. We will allocate memory to this particular. So for example, HR, this is the memory it can use. We can add users to that particular space. We can monitor the data collection in that particular space. And you have catalogs. So this catalog is a comprehensive solution that collects and organizes data and metadata. So when the user can see from different spaces, different marketplaces, whatever data products are there, whatever modeling objects you have done, here you can see with the metadata. So business users and technical users, they can use this catalog to to for the developments. So we can publish using DataSphere, so using data product or whatever the source, we can transform the data, we can publish high quality trusted data in the DataSphere. Then you can see this last three layers, this layer, data federation, data replication, data transformation, which is part of data orchestration, correct? So the SAP DataSphere can connect to SAP and non-SAP data sources, cloud, on-premise sources like data lakes to federate, replicate, and transform and load data. All these three areas, which is part of data orchestration. You can see lakes it can collect, it can, so if you see BW bridge or BW data warehouse, so we can reuse. So for example, BW, you have already developed something and you want to reuse it in DataSphere. So we can reuse and migrate trusted meta and data models residing SAP Business Warehouse or any SQL data warehouse implementations. Then there is, I mean, people ask me like, what is the whether you are going to cover business data cloud, right? So let's understand SAP DataSphere and SAP Business Data Cloud. And Business Data Cloud includes data consumption, DataSphere, and data products. And for external tools, also you can integrate like Databricks. Right? Let's understand what how DataSphere is part of this Business Data Cloud. SAP DataSphere basic layer. See if you see here, SAP DataSphere. It's the basic layer before data consumption. It's the basic layer for data consumption. And also, even whether it may be business data cloud, that's the new solution. Whatever the changes happening, you can see a lot of changes happening in the SAP cloud strategy. SAP DataSphere is and remains the enterprise data fabric solution of SAP for public cloud deployments. So it's the DataSphere is the data fabric solution for all public cloud deployments of SAP. It's the future. SAP DataSphere, if you see, it's the central component of data modeling in Business Data Cloud. So it's part of Business Data Cloud. It is the central component for data modeling in SAP Business Data Cloud. So it plays a central role in Business Data Cloud. So when you can get, you can take up after learning this data sphere, you can take opportunities from for Business Data Cloud also, because it's the central role. It plays a central role in the Business Data Cloud.
So what I can do in DataSphere, what I cannot do in the PDC, like can you
We'll discuss later.
little? Okay,
We'll discuss later. Yeah. So today let's go through entire content. Tomorrow I will show the DataSphere overview like what we can do in the DataSphere. I can explain what Business
thank
Data Cloud does at that time. So
Is
SAP
it daily
DataSphere,
classes? Is it
I will explain.
daily classes?
Let's
Okay,
complete this one. I will give all the details.
okay, okay. Thank you.
SAP DataSphere will continue to be developed by SAP. So let's say if you take BW, there is a point where the SAP said like we stop enhancements here, right? But SAP DataSphere will continue to be developed by SAP, especially to support growing use cases in the SAP Business Data Cloud. So SAP Business Data Cloud, what are the use cases? For example, I want a specific solution for procurement, solution analytical product for procurement. I want for finance. I want for cash flow. I want for changes in equity. I want for group reporting. I want for uh, materials management. So use cases increases. You know, when you work for a customer, the customer always comes with a new requirement. So that when the requirement comes, we can we need SAP DataSphere to develop that requirement because it's the core component. So use cases increases in the business data cloud, then SAP DataSphere will be used to develop that one. So this SAP DataSphere, all development projects, the goal is to improve the integration, SAP components, non-SAP components, to improve the integration and help the business data cloud to to give the transformed and orchestrated data. If you see here these data products, these are very important in business data cloud, which are like structured data sets, for example, company code. So the company code master data, transaction data, company code master data, attributes, IDs, text, hierarchies. If you want to use some machine learning capabilities and you are generating some attributes, all are stored in this data product, and this data product is used in SAP DataSphere. Let's go to the this is the basics I just explained, and let's get into the SAP DataSphere course content. as I explained, right? So our primary goal is empower you to successfully implement SAP DataSphere projects using SAP delivered content. So we are going to understand, so finance, this any solution, any product. So finance data is the foundation. Every project, right? Every project will have finance relevant P&L statements or balance sheet reporting. We will build, we will activate, okay, finance foundation for S4 HANA, right? The source is S4 HANA. We are going to use source as S4 HANA for this. We will collect data from S4 HANA and we will activate the content which is delivered by SAP. They deliver the content for GL account line items, actual plan journal entry items, or operational accounting documents, and reporting based on semantic tags. Now, in all S4 HANA solutions, we use semantic tags. We create semantic tags. I mean, the finance consultant creates semantic tags, and as per their reporting requirement, they are assigning these semantic tags to the GL accounts. So we activate, we will understand general ledger controlling accounts payable, receivable, relevant content developed by SAP, including semantic tags. And also we will understand the reporting requirements, whatever they are reporting scenarios delivered by this particular content. And these reporting scenarios need some master data and transaction data. So we will list out all the master data relevant master data views required for this particular solution, and we will load data, or we will replicate the data from S4 HANA to DataSphere for all the views. So for example, I have around 70 master data objects, fields, company code, plan, profit center, cost center, business area, their hierarchies. We will identify all the views required for this in the S4 HANA, and we will replicate those views to SAP DataSphere system. It's not like that, like one view I will explain. So all the views we will list out and we will load the data. For transaction data, so we need 5-6 sources, CDS views for the transaction data replication. We will list out all the for GL account one, for semantic tag one, right? So operational accounting documents, one source I need. So we'll list out all the CDS views from the S4 HANA. We will replicate the data. Required WBS element data, project master data, we will replicate. All the hierarchies relevant for this reporting. So you need GL account hierarchies, financial statement versions. You have different hierarchies developed. So the team develops different cost center hierarchies. We will understand how to get those hierarchies based on the views. So in order to enable this particular content, yeah, you need to first understand in S4 HANA how these views are designed, how the virtual data model works. In S4 HANA, I'm not talking about the virtual data model or data federation in DataSphere, that we will discuss as part of DataSphere course, right? So I'm just explaining within source. We have to understand source also for whatever required points I'm going to explain. We will understand SAP S4 HANA embedded analytics architecture. It follows virtual data model. It has some CDS queries, analytical queries, transient queries. So we are going to understand that model so that when we load master data and transaction data views, you will understand. Using these views, you are going to load the master data and transaction data to the data sphere so that you will understand how the source connection works to load data to a data sphere. So for this to implement this kind of so for example, we activated the content, we loaded the data, we can use the reporting. So tomorrow the project asks you some changes to the content. So they want in the transaction data, they want some custom field to be added, or they want to add some new calculation. They want to union some other source data. So you have to understand how to adopt this content. For that, you need to understand DataSphere product as a product. We are going to get hands-on practice in the system. You are going to execute. So in the as part of DataSphere, I'm going to explain some lessons, and I'm going to execute some steps for each exercise. All those exercises with me, you are also going to execute. You are also going to replicate the data. You are also going to create a graphical view. You are also going to create a replication flow or transformation flow or intelligent lookup. So first we will understand what is the hands-on scenario, data warehousing tools, training environment, and what is the hands-on scenario we are going to execute. We will we will go through tomorrow. I will go through entire SAP DataSphere, SAP Analytics Cloud. So SAP DataSphere, the data consumption happens in SAC. So we will go through SAP DataSphere and SAP Analytics Cloud, entire solutions, both the solutions. So we will understand spaces. We will understand data integration options like data orchestration, replication flows, transformation flows, data flows, right? And then we will understand when you are implementing the project. So whenever you are adapting the standard contents and implementing the project, how the naming convention should be given. So naming standards, basically. Every project has its own naming convention, and we can also come up with a idea. So we will understand whatever space we have, right? When you use a trial, we are all using trial user. When you use the trial user, SAP DataSphere trial user, it comes with a space with your username. So we will understand that space. So as I said, like as part of DataSphere modeling, right? You have data builder, which is for developers. So we will understand what is data modeling in the data builder, data flow functionality, replication flows, transformation flows. So replication flow, transformation flow, only so two source systems I'm going to use, S4 HANA and HANA DB, only two. The analytical models we are going to create on top of these developed modeling objects. So we are going to create tables. We are going to upload the data. We are going to create the dimensions. We are going to create the views and analytical models. We are going to explore the analytical models. We are going to create time dependent and language dependent hierarchies, and we are going to create some transformation flows. On top of the data builder, we are going to understand business builder. We will take one scenario and we will understand business builder. And business builder, as I said, like it is for the business users. It's all. So it's a data builder or business builder. Both are low code or no code tools. We will create dimensions, facts, fact models, consumption models. All these are exercises. So whatever you developed in the data builder or business builder, ultimate object is consume those things in the SAP Analytics Cloud. So using this particular data, because we already loaded data, right? Sometimes we load from the flat file, sometimes we load for S4 HANA, sometimes we load for HANA DB. So whatever data we loaded, so we use it in the SAP Analytics Cloud, whatever data we have, whatever modeling objects we have, we use it in the SAC to create some revenue generating products, top 10 revenues, geographic revenue distributions. So one or two, three reports will, or total three exercises are there. So we will create two reports, and we will also check the just task functionality, which is a AI based functionality. So there are some DataSphere is very, as you know, it's a big tool, and you need to understand how the security should be managed, which is how the row level authorizations are authorized, how the spaces are restricted. So we will understand security concepts and exploring content for sharing with other content. So whatever you developed, right? So you have to share it with others or you have to move it to other tenants. So some other data operations we are going to understand, and there is a repository we will understand. Data marketplace we are going to understand, and data, I mean, intelligent lookup. It's a very good tool. Uh, so in BW also it was there like lookup based on master data attribute, but this intelligent lookup is very good. You can you can union external data with SAP data. We are going to execute currency conversions, right? We have exercises on top of that, row level permissions on based on a external hierarchy. This exercise we are going to execute, currency translations we are going to execute, we are going to configure, execute this intelligent lookup. We also discuss BW bridge, right? So BW bridge hands-on exercise is not possible because it's a paid solution. So I will give you the video tutorials for this BW bridge. We'll understand use cases, terminology, how to set up this BW bridge. So after this you can implement. So if you get an opportunity in the BW bridge, after our discussion, you can easily implement SAP BW bridge. Not a problem. So regarding master data, transaction data, how to import BW bridge objects to SAP DataSphere, how to share it with other aspects, other spaces, how to create process chains in BW bridge, how to create ADSOs in BW bridge, how to create master data objects in BW bridge, how to import or how to share the data to SAP DataSphere spaces. So this we are going to understand via video tutorials. So this is overall course content. Now total 30 hours sessions. It might take more than 30 hours because the content is DataSphere is having a lot of functionalities. Only weekend sessions, India Saturday and Sunday. Why I written India Saturday and Sunday. For USA it is Friday and Saturday. Why? Because Friday night is India's morning, Saturday morning. That's why. So India time 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. 2 hours. Saturday 2 hours. Sunday 2 hours. I will give you all configuration steps. You are going to execute all the steps in the session. Also, I will give whatever steps you executed, I will give all those steps configuration document. Whatever PDF document which explains DataSphere functionalities, that I will share it. So course cost 30,000 INR, right? And we don't need any server. So I will in the S4 HANA. So you might be thinking like we need S4 HANA server or HANA DB. I will take care of that. So course cost is 30,000 INR. We will use DataSphere trial user. Sample master data and transaction data for practice. We'll get it from S4 HANA or HANA DB or sample files. If sample files are required, I will share that sample files. So tomorrow will be the first overview, right? Activated content. We will go through the activated content so that you will understand what I'm trying to, you are going to achieve after this session, after this course, right? So now this is open for your questions. You can ask me.
Hi, Kiran. This is Chaitanya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, couple of questions. How much is that analytics cloud are we going to cover?
Analytics cloud as a one or two stories we are going to create. That's it.
We'll
Analytics
get
cloud as a separate product. It takes 30 to 40 hours session. So I'm going to start as a separate course.
okay, and we get access to create reports on the status sphere for analytics cloud, or how are we
Correct,
going
correct.
to?
You are going to. So tomorrow you see that how we are going to use. You are
Okay.
going to get integrated SSC live connection to SSC. SAP DataSphere live connection to SSC. Yeah.
Okay, and also any real-time scenarios as such, like you're going
So whatever
to
scenario we are implementing, which is the real-time scenario only, tomorrow when you start the project, whatever, however, how you are going to activate this content, what are the steps you are going to perform to adapt the content, right? How you are going to give the reports or analytical queries to the users. So as I said, the primary goal is, right, you can successfully, after this course, you can successfully implement SAP DataSphere projects for your customers. That's the goal.
okay.
Kiran?
Also, like a couple of things, like right, the BDC is coming now. SAP is pushing BDC towards its customers.
Correct.
How much this course will be relevant if the BDC is going to be the future?
Correct. That's
That
why
is one
that's
thing.
what I said, right? See, it's part of. So BDC includes SAC, DataSphere, and third-party tools like Databricks.
Databricks,
So
yeah.
yeah, so this is part of BDC only. So BDC is an umbrella. In that umbrella, you have separate tools like SAC, DataSphere. So now I'm starting DataSphere, and another course I will start for the SAC. So that you will cover DataSphere and SAC for the Business Data Cloud. It's part
Okay,
of
okay.
Business Data Cloud.
Okay. Also, it would be one final thing. It would be great, like if you could do some sort of comparison on this DataSphere and other cloud-based solutions like AWS
Uh,
or Google, pros and cons. Like what is that? If because
uh,
there are,
so So
mm,
if I have to do the pros and cons, I should know those products. I don't know those products, right? So I know BW, I know DataSphere, I know BPC, I know group reporting. So I can compare with those products. For example, DataSphere, I can compare with BW. In the sessions, I will compare with BW because I know BW,
okay, 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 okay.
right?
Kiran, one more question, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, right, you will show to how to connect the like a BW for HANA, S4 HANA from DataSphere to like Kofta from third-party tools and
So there are administrative activities, right? Consulting
mm,
activities. So administrative activities, I'm not going. So for example, we are going to use S4HANA connection, right?
mm.
I'm not going to explain how the cloud connector is installed, how the certificates are installed in the cloud connector, how
DP,
the cloud
yeah, DP agent.
DP agents, those
Okay.
things I'm not going to discuss. As I said, like in the course content, whatever is there, only this content I'm going to explain how to replicate the data, how to transform the data, how to create the data flow. So basis activities I'm not going to explain or show it.
Okay, one-time activities, right? Is it possible to show once?
Yeah, yeah, cloud connector once I can explain like where, how to install that one, where to, how to open that cloud connector, where to configure these things. I
Mm-hmm.
can show that.
Okay, thank you.
Kiran,
Also,
is this
the
course
recurring
for
analytics.
SAP FICO resource or SAP BW resources or both, Kiran?
So it's not that like so if you know FICO, if you learn SAP DataSphere, you can easily implement
That
reporting relevant capabilities of I mean reporting relevant requirements. If you are BW consultant, you can learn SAP DataSphere. Also, you will understand how the finance relevant reporting can be performed using this DataSphere.
sphere for finance resource.
For instance, so either so if you are FI, yes, it's good for
Yes,
you.
yes.
If you are BW consultant, then also it's good for you.
Oh, okay. And how about SAC, I mean, analytics cloud course that you offer, Kiran? Is that also relevant for both finance? Or?
Exactly. So SAC planning. Now earlier in FICO you used to do planning, right? So product cost planning or product cost estimate or the cost center expenses planning or activity price planning. Or now you it's performed in SAC planning.
SAC planning. Okay, so it's also relevant. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks, Kiran.
Kiran, you have regular classes every day or only weekends?
Regular classes. No, I have my regular work, right? So weekend sessions only.
Okay.
Always weekends.
Okay, Kiran,
Okay.
what about the database for this data sphere? Is it like HANA driven database?
SAP
Anything about
maintains all cloud solutions. HANA. SAP maintains. Yeah.
any license based information will you provide? Like how is it going to be like?
License based information is available in the portal. I will show you where you can get it.
Okay,
You can select what tools you want, and it gives you the there is a price estimator. It gives that, and you can contact your. This. Yeah.
Okay.
So any questions relevant to the content? Yeah. Or tomorrow we will connect and we will go through the scenario. Okay. Right.
Excuse me, sir. This is Madhavi. So
Yeah.
timings are 9 to 10:30 or 9 to 11:30 US timings.
US timings. I have written there.
Okay. Let me,
In
yes.
the meeting I sent the calendar invite, or in the in the email I sent, I have written the starting time is same time, like today
That
you
is
connected,
only
right?
one
Same.
hour. Yeah,
Yeah,
1 hour.
9:30 EST.
Yeah, 9:30 EST to 11:30 EST.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
any other questions, you can send an email to me. Okay, tomorrow we'll connect with the same meeting request, same time. Thank you. Have a
Yeah.
nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.